Okay, picking back up. Just seconds later. Move in face direction. And this is going to be just an impulse. We'll say... This shouldn't matter because I'm not doing it in fixed update because I'm doing an impulse. Add force. We're still facing... It's still going to go in the direction. The difference is how hard the force is. So we'll say... We'll say vector 2 force equals new vector 2. Actually, I don't need to do that. I can say force equals vector 2 dot right times move horizontal speed. Yep. And then if not facing right, then force, oh my goodness, then force dot x equals negative force dot x. And then we do rigid body, add force, impulse. We're gonna have to like clamp this movement in the fixed update so that we can't exceed the speed limit, but otherwise we should probably have a limit too to like how often you can, like a dash cooldown. Kind of getting into the, let's do dash threshold, dash cooldown time remaining. Dash cooldown time remaining and dash time dash cooldown. Sure. They're all going to be 0.5. It's not going to be right, but okay. I don't like that. But anyway. Let's jump over and make sure I don't have any broken code that I've somehow missed out on. What? It does them all like that? Dude. Why? I don't... Why? Dude. Okay. Really? Dude, I'm the king of misspelling float. Arguably the easiest word to spell besides the. Okay. Stop drop. I do not like that. Stop dropping it down on the line below. Okay, does that fix this funky renaming everything exactly the same thing? Okay, good. So horizontal speed, let's call it 10. Vertical speed is going to be 5. I don't know. Dash force is going to be. Let's just do double speed for now. Let's clamp this at 10. No, let's clamp this at 12, and let's clamp the vertical speed at 12. Why not? Dash time. I feel like it's going to be shorter. So Let's do 0.4 dash cooldown remaining. This doesn't need to be public, actually. Doesn't need to be accessible up here at all. Let's just do private float. This thing. I can't believe they did that. Why did they change that? Or has it always been that way? Okay. Dude. Flail it. So I have dash cooldown. Cool. Let's jump up. Time remaining. I got these switched. Good lord. Let's go back. Got it. Okay. Okay. Cooldown. It should be longer than that. Let's say 1 second. 1. Did you? Maybe like 1.25. Dash time threshold. Yep. Okay. And after we hit the dash time, we should say dashing. Is dashing. Private bool. Is dashing? Is dashing? We shouldn't be able to move at all, probably, if we're... Okay. Or... I should reverse these. I should reverse these so that I can do the simple a simple little check up here. If it's greater than or we're dashing, or is dashing. This way we can't do like another dash. We can just do a regular move. Process dash is going to be at the bottom. Sure. X. I don't even know if I need these because it says it right here. Move in the direction, and then here I can do this, and we can say bool, right? Not bool, is dashing equals true. Cool. We're going to add this impulse. It's not going to be right. Max horizontal speed. Dude, what am I doing? This is going to be a move. Horizontal speed. And this is going to be dash speed. Dash force. Okay. If we press, now I gotta fix this because it's like it doesn't flip yet, the facing right. So we'll say if move input dot x is greater than 0 and is not facing right. Facing right equals true. Later we're probably going to do something with this, like flip the sprite. But right now it's just a box, so facing right. No, what am I doing here? Else if move input dot x is less than 0 and we're facing right, then facing right equals false. I'm actually going to do this now. I'm just going to go ahead and put up the Sprite, serialize field, sprite renderer, sprite renderer, and then we'll do spr.flipx equals false. This will be spr.flipx equals true. This won't look any different right now, but at least it will need it later. We have our, let's see if that works. Let me drag in this. Let's see how this feels. Oh, I don't have the inputs connected to the player input. Cool. And there's also no gravity. No gravity. Let's do this continuous. Interpolate, probably. And let's set up this to invoke C# messages. Let's connect our move. Right, we have the dash button. Let's not call this dash. Let's call it input. Input. What do fish do? Flip. Input. Input swim button. Okay. And probably attack. I'm gonna guess that's like the mouse button. Swim button. Play. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Oh my goodness. Oh right, so in update. Time since horizontal press is gonna keep going up, and every time I press this, it's gonna reset it. And then if I do dash, then I should say dash presses remaining equals 1. I think that's, I should change, I need to add I should say int swim button presses for dash equals 1. Could probably change that serialized field to be changeable later, but that's probably about right. And then here I'll say dashes dash presses remaining equals dash swim button presses for dash. And then I'm going to copy this. And if I dash, we're going to change that up here. Okay, we're dashing, and then I can say if is dashing dash cooldown time remaining minus equals time dot delta time x actually. Let's do this, and then we'll say if dash down time remaining is less than or equal to 0. Then is dashing equals false, and then dash cooldown time remaining equals dash cooldown. I also can't spell false apparently, even when given the option more than once. Dash cooldown time remaining, that resets the dash. Okay, I don't think anything else really matters. I might still need like a time in between movements so that you can't just like, I'm not clamping I just realized I'm not clamping the max speed. Void fixed update. And then we'll say RB dot velocity. Let's do linear velocity. Linear velocity. I can get and set equals new vector 2, and then I'm going to clamp each one of these. Let's say mathf clamp rb dot linear velocity dot x by negative max horizontal and max horizontal, and then separately I'll say mathf dot clamp rb linear velocity that with negative max vertical speed and max vertical speed. There we go. A lot of that is on the screen. Doop. Okay. Cool. That clamps that. And okay. Let's make the max speed like 6. And let's try that. Okay. Okay. Okay, the speed. Okay, first of all, the speed is too much. Let's cut it in half, actually. And then let's also add a little bit of linear dampening. Let's go 0.5. That might be too much, but it's water. There's going to be some slowdown. Huh, already feels all right. It's a little, it's a little bit abrupt. It feels okay. Right now it just feels bad because I have no vertical yet. So, let's do rigid body, add for, let's change this. So, if move input dot y, if mathf, let's get the absolute is greater than 0.1 f. How about I just do that wrong 7 times in a row? Okay, then we're gonna say rb dot add force vector 2 dot up times a movement input dot y times vertical speed, not impulse, dude. That looks right. Up times, yep. Okay. And then we're gonna need to move this up here because I don't want it to clamp afterward or before. Okay. Let's try that. What are we going on? Play. Okay, that's like way too hard, but still too hard. Let's turn this dampening up. That actually feels good. Ooh. Let's go just 2. Got some upward movement. Let's change the upward movement to be like 6.5. That's kind of fish-like. Okay, let's do max at, I don't know, 9? 9? Am I dashing? Is that working? Let's check. Okay, I am dashing. Cool. The dash should be a little stronger. Dash force, let's go 25. That doesn't feel good though. Why doesn't that feel good enough? Is it because the max speed? Let's change this to 12. That feels better. Let's change the dash to 30. That feels a little stronger. That feels good. I can smooth it out later, but that feels good. Okay. Next one's gonna be camera. Do I want the camera to follow, or do I want it to be individual screens? For some reason, I kind of like the idea of doing screens and then just switching because then you can kind of surprise people. I think I'm gonna do screens. So, let's check something. Let's take the player. If this is 0, what's this? 5. So every 5 by 5. Okay. Okay. Okay, so the camera. Let's turn this off. Camera, for one, should also have pixel perfect on. 128. 128 by 128. Crop frame. Letterbox. Grid snapping. Pixel snapping. Probably. 8? No. 16. Okay. And if I move the camera down, that should... Right. Yeah, that's right. No. I can't do it on a grid like that. It's actually going to be... How would I make it like this? 10? No. 16. No. I mean... yeah, that's fine. I do kind of want the fish to be a little bit smaller, honestly. Let's do 8. Yeah, that feels better. I can make each area look a little bit more unique. Am I getting like half pixels? What's going on here? Oh yeah, because it's like an actual. Got it. Okay. Yeah, that feels okay. 8 feels good. And then what is that player? Let's see. I'm trying to automate this screen snapping. So it's 8 actually. It's 8 by 8. Actually that's kind of corny because then like each area, I can't make like smaller areas. Each area will be like equal sized, and I probably should still do it that way. Okay. I'm going to say move to screen grid center. Okay. I'm going to be really surprised if anyone is watching this video. I feel like this has got to be the most boring thing watching me actually code. I actually need to keep that. So we'll do offset. Well, first of all, we'll say target. Transform. Target. And then we'll say serialized field vector 2 int grid size. No, it should be an integer int grid size. And then we'll have a separate vector 2 that's private, that's an camera offset. This actually might need to be serialized field. I could see this being off a little bit. Okay. Then we'll change this to late update. Private voids update position. Okay. Vector 2 int current position. And when we update the position, we'll say var player position equals, or target position equals target dot position. And then we can say if it's within 5, we can divide it. Target if target position x is not equal to 0, then we'll say target dot position x plus offset dot x we'll say vector 2 int grid position equals vector 2 int dot 0. I think it does that already. Autofills it, but here we'll say grid position dot x equals target position dot x plus, and then we'll do the floor of that. Do mathf dot floor. Yeah, floor to int. Times grid size. Okay. And then else target. Yeah, it's already there. We'll say if target dot. Wait, why would I change this? I'm gonna do Florida int. That's not what I want to do. I need to put grid size in there. Times the grid size. It's gonna squash it into an int. Divided by the grid size. Goodness. Plus divided by the grid size. Yeah. I think that's right. I don't know why that still feels wrong. Target dot position dot y. It's not equal to 0. Then we're gonna do grid position dot y equals mathf dot floor to int. I don't know what my son is doing in the other room, but it's bananas. Okay. That should be right. And then we'll say if current position is not equal to grid position, then we're going to update it. Then we'll say transform dot position equals new vector 3. First of all, let's save it. Current position equals grid position. And then we'll say current position dot x, current position dot y, transform dot position dot z. I'm gonna go beat my son to death if he doesn't be quiet. I'm totally kidding, by the way, but he's killing me. Transform current position y, z. Yep, that should snap it. And then I'm gonna do this update position at the start. Either way, I should do grid here and then set the grid position. So that, should I? No. Current position. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Let's say this starts as like equals minus 99. New vector 2. Minus 99, minus 99. What? All right, int. Okay. How far are we in? Hour and 40 minutes almost into the jam. I feel like I should have moved my swimmer up, but how's this going? Doop. Doesn't move yet. Why doesn't it move? Because I don't have a target. Had a feeling that was going to happen. Okay. Grid size is going to be, what was it? It's like 8? It's 8. It's 8. Okay. Okay. Come on. Okay. that doesn't work. It's not switching at all for some reason. Because let's see what my... -2, -4. Dude, what am I doing? I'm doing some dumbness over here. And late update. That's why I don't know why I didn't see that. Okay. Come on. Play. I feel like it's still going to be off. That didn't seem right. 2 divided by the grid position being that. Huh. That's very strange. Let's do 16. Dude, I don't know. It's, oh, because it's literally snapping like that. Okay, yeah, I did this wrong. I'm trying to remember how I did this. I'm going to take... Let's get rid of the camera offset for now. I'm going to take the target position and I'm going to divide it by the grid size. And then I'm going to take the floor of that and I'm going to multiply it by the grid size. That's like the thing I'm missing. Okay. Okay, play. Okay, yeah. I mean, this feels right, but it's off. So I need to set my offset back on. Okay. Plus offset dot x. What? Why can't I do that? Oh, because it's an int. Let me change camera offset to an int. Okay. Okay, plus camera offset x. Plus camera offset y. I know there's a better way to do this. I'm just trying to get this over with. I don't want to spend a bunch of time on this camera, so this offset thing I feel like it's going to help me just dial it in quickly and move on to the next. Okay, let's center this guy. Okay. This still actually... It's still... That's not right. It's still not right. The screen... Oh, I know why. Because the grid size is 16. And this is probably 8. This is probably -8. Nope. 8. Nope. Okay. If I want that to be the center, and I want this to be there, okay, let's try that. No. This is going to be 8. That's right. That's right. Kind of. Okay. I gotta change that to be 16? I feel like that's definitely not right, actually. That should be the same as 8. Yep. Let's do 8. Okay. Okay. So 16, 8, 8. The problem right now is that I need to divide it in half so that I'm in the center of where I'm trying to be. Times the grid size. This is getting funky here, but it's plus grid size. Grid size divided by 2. And that's going to be a problem if I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to do it here. Current position plus grid size divided by 2. And this is going to be size divided by 2, and that should do it. Okay, play. Wow, it's been almost 2 hours already. Should be minus. All right, let's go back. It's been a little bit since I've done a camera script. That's important. And I don't really want to... Dude. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. I'm going to get lost on this thing. Okay. Current position. That's not where I want to be. I want it to be the current position, grid position, right? Plus the camera offset. No, this is like probably causing a... This is probably causing a problem right here. We're going to take... I don't even think I need to do floor here. I need to do the floor of this. No, actually, no, that's right. And then times the grid size. And then that's where this is going to be. Yeah, current position. Okay, then it's going to be current position. If the grid size, if I'm 1 over... Yeah, that is right. That feels right. Divided by... Yep. Okay. This should be right. Oh man, what did I do wrong? Okay, the X is right. The Y is off by 1. So we're going to add that. I don't know why I didn't correct that one the first time. Guess that's why we test stuff. Play. I'm almost at a good point. I'm going to stop. I probably could stop the video. I don't think anyone's learning anything cool from me right now. Okay, that looks good. I just need to move my level down to fit on the grid. Okay. That feels all right. There is... I kind of want more... let's turn this off. Kind of want a little bit more dampening, 0.6. Okay, and the vertical speed is going to change. There's too much allowed. Let's go 6. All right, yeah, it's feeling good. Okay, I'm going to turn this off and get some water and probably just do a devlog later after or maybe I'll do another video actually designing a level out a little bit, drawing some art, but